WWE Judgment Day 2004. Man, I f***ed up. The past couple episodes of this timeline, I've been thinking to myself, man, maybe 2004 WWE isn't as bad as I remember. We've had some pretty good shows recently. Nothing like a summer of 2004 SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view to just slap you right in the face with reality. I mean, this show has it all. We got wardrobe malfunctions. We got weird intergender one arm behind the back title matches. We got god-awful randomly put together tag teams. We got the debut of a legend. I'm not even going to tell you who it is. It's Mordecai. But amongst all of this, there's one all-time great title match embedded within all of this. It's a wacky one, but it's a fun one. Just stick right there. It's the Apron Bump Podcast.
It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Strip you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock this. Let's get started.
What's up, everybody? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Apron Bump Podcast. I am your host, the hardest part of the ring, Kyle. How is everybody doing today? We got a doozy and a half on deck today. Judgment Day 2004. And this is, we're approaching a weird era for WWE. We're not approaching. We are dead center into it. We've been talking about it recently on this timeline, which, by the way, if you're coming into this cold, maybe you're just checking out for the first time, we cover a lot of chronological timelines on this podcast. We cover the Ruthless Aggression era, Attitude era, but we also get into WCW, ECW, the mid-90s stuff, going into the Attitude era. We got Golden era of Ring of Honor, Golden era of TNA, little Progress Wrestling thrown in there. So if you're interested at living through a timeline of something that you have nostalgia for, or maybe learning something new, living through something for the first time, as I am with a lot of this stuff, feel free to go to apronbump.com and go to the episodes tab, and you can select any era, timeline you'd like to journey upon. Hop on the train, choo, choo, choo. Or you can check the link in the description for all of the Ruthless Aggression era shows I've covered, started from the very beginning, and we've worked our way up to this point, May of 04. And wow, we're just trying shit. We're just throwing stuff at the wall. We got Rene Dupree in a co-main event against John Cena. We got, again, the debut of Mordecai, which there's a ton to get into there. Jacqueline is the new cruiserweight champion. I mean, we got Ultimo Dragon, Paul London on the roster, but no, we're going with Jacqueline versus Chavo Guerrero in a pay-per-view title match, which is worse than you would imagine. The Dudleys are here. We got Booker T's trying to create potions to beat the Undertaker. It is a genuinely bizarre time in wrestling, and I am all for discussing it. We also got a great main event. Eddie Guerrero versus JBL for the WWE title. For JBL's first pay-per-view match as JBL. So very historic shows in a lot of ways. But good times all around. And it was an especially good time with my guest, Dante from DanteOnDeck on YouTube, on X. You may have seen him recently in his journey through some of the best that New Japan has to offer, a little bit of old school Ring of Honor, which again, we touch on a lot of this stuff or adjacent stuff on this podcast. So he was a perfect fit for this program, and especially we talk about it in the early part of it, I think. All of this great wrestling he's watching, and here's some Mordecai, here's some Hardcore Holly, here's some Charlie Haas. But no, it was a great time having Dante on. He does a lot of great content on YouTube, a lot of quizzes, a lot of other videos and podcasts. Break It Down is the podcast he does with his cousin Kyle, talking about current day stuff, but he does it all over there. So go check him out if you're not following him already. I'll put all of his stuff in the description. He's a great follow on social media as well. Dante on deck. Really great dude, and it was fun having him. It was fun raking him through the coals of this period of WWE. Maybe it's not all bad. I don't know. You'll just have to be the judge for yourself, because it's Judgment Day. But yeah, follow me as well at Apron Bump on all the social medias: TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, all of that stuff. Join the Discord. And I think we should just quit dilly-dallying and get right to the pape, shall we? WWE Judgment Day 2004 with myself and Dante Turo.
I had the mustache last week, have the full beard now for you.
Right. How long has your beard ever been? What's like the longest you let it go to?
The longest my girlfriend has ever let it go to? Good question. I probably have let it go out at least like a month for like maybe like a no shave like November type of situation, but like my beard does not look good past a certain length. Like it's just not a good look. So I try to keep it, at a certain point and not let it get past there.
Yeah. Mine gets really curly and shitty when it gets too long. It's like starting to approach that.
Like curly and like puby and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't want this on my face. You know what I mean?
Well, you wouldn't believe it. My pubes, silky smooth, straight as an arrow. It's crazy.
You would never believe it.
It looks like AJ Styles' head down there. It's wild. I don't know what's going on.
That's impressive. That's like good genes or something.
Something like that. So
you want to talk about wrestling or?
No, I'd rather talk about my cock if you don't mind.
This is not sponsored by Manscaped, believe it or not.
But if you're listening, I mean, what better
that's
spot
a great
to
plug right there. That would have been a great plug.
Just working for it. That's all I'm doing.
One cock and ball joke at a time.
Yeah, that's this podcast. It might as well be the tagline. We'll have to throw a lot in there for this show because, man, there is maybe there is a lot of meat on the bone. I don't know. I guess there is a lot to talk about. Maybe not a lot of good. Well, actually, before I jump the gun, what'd you think of the show, just in general? Well, we'll dive into the individual matches and segments and stuff, but overall thoughts.
It's one of the only WWE shows, like full pay-per-view shows, pre like me being a fan that I've watched. This just like I watched this, and at the conclusion, I was like, yeah, this seemed like 2004. Like it just seemed like it made sense for that year. Like post WrestleMania 20, Lesnar's gone, Goldberg's gone, Rock and Austin are basically gone at that point. So it's like, a new crop of stars. It's SmackDown exclusive too. So you didn't really have everyone, the biggest names, but it was saved by the main event, I believe. If the main event wasn't as good as I believe it was, I think this is a show that you just kind of tuck away and forget that it ever happened.
Right. Yeah. It's no, it's definitely a weird period for the company, trying a lot of new things, which I do applaud them, just kind of trying stuff.
100%.
Like sometimes they work. Like on Raw,
I mean, they just Rene Dupree. You gotta try something out there.
Which I have a lot of thoughts on that too.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Because they're throwing stuff at the wall and some of it's sticking. Like on Raw, Shelton Benjamin is like a similar thing. Like tag team guy randomly thrusted into the main event, but he pretty much worked. Like he's doing great stuff at this point in time on Raw. I don't know if Rene Dupree is having the same success, but
I will say it's impressive for how young he was at this point. I think he was like 20 years old or something like that.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know how old the dog is, but probably around the same age, if I had to guess.
Yeah, maybe right around there.
But maybe we'll touch on that. But yeah, man, Judgment Day 2004 kicking off. I guess relatively strong here. We got a little tag team match.
Yep.
Rey Mysterio and RVD taking on the Dudley Boys. Of course, Bubba and Devon. Towards the tail end of their run here. So they're kind of, again, trying some new thing. They just turned heel. They aligned themselves with Paul Heyman, kind of going back to those ECW.
I was wondering what the timeline was, if they were like close to the end of their WWE run, because I was like, we're not like, at the beginning of the run. We're towards the tail end at this point.
Are we back?
Oh, we're back. Okay. Did you lose me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. You like froze for me for like 10, 15 seconds.
Okay, it like blacked out for a second. I think we're good.
Okay.
Might have just been a random. I think I
Yeah,
just said the Dudleys, and my computer was like, "Nah, we're not talking about that."
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Yeah, no, the recording kept going, so I think we should be fine.
Yeah, it still says it's recording, but
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was wondering like where they were at in their WWE run at this point, because I was like, this has to be at the end of it, because I didn't know when they debuted in TNA or what that timeline was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like early 05, late 04. They debut in TNA. So we're rounding third base.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it seemed like we were right around third base.
Yeah, we are crawling to home plate. Let's just say that.
Yep.
But yeah, so they're heels now. They turned heel in RVD. So it was a 2-on-1 situation. Rey Mysterio comes in to even the odds, and that's essentially how we've gotten here. But the match itself, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was definitely one of the better matches of the night, if not the second best match of the night. Definitely a strong opener. I was harsh on the show to start this podcast. I was like, oh, if it weren't for the main event, you can throw this away. I thought this was a fun match. Mm-hmm. Definitely a tandem, Rey Mysterio and RVD, that I would have liked to see more of. That's definitely like a fun take two solo guys, put them together, and let's see what they can do. I thought it was a fun showing for them. I don't know how much longer that continued, if it did continue. Mm-hmm. But I was a fan of that style, that their styles of wrestling kind of coming together. And yeah, the match wasn't terrible. It was fun.
No, yeah, solid, I think, is the word for it. Like, it wasn't too crazy. It's not like I wouldn't be like, hey, you got to go find this match, but it was good.
I have standard tag team match in my notes. Just that's it.
Even RVD and Rey, like on paper, it looks like a really fun team, and they did some fun stuff in this match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they would
especially
go on
towards
to have
the end.
They would go on to have a bit of success. I believe they win the tag team titles at some point.
Okay.
But I don't think they're together too long. I could be misremembering, but yeah, fun finish here. We got a little double 619 from Rey Mysterio, followed up by the 5-star by RVD, and the R's, I guess, get the win here. And
Ray VD.
Ray VD. Oh, that's right. We've had a week to think about the new name.
You have your list of names too, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You have your Google Doc in front of you? Okay.
Right,
We'll go over that later on.
It's a whole spreadsheet. It's a database. It's crazy.
I liked I thought the match was fun. I liked the finish with Ray and RVD. One thing I do have in my notes as well is I loved Bubba and how he just talks a lot during the match and just shit talks. There was one point where Ray was in the corner and he was hanging upside down and Bubba was just hitting him and he kept calling him a piñata in the corner, and I thought that was just the funniest shit. I was like, that's great heel work right there.
Yeah. Do you think the Dudleys are better as heels than baby faces?
I think they're incredible heels. I think they're one of those teams that like they can play both, but I do think they lean more towards the heel side. They just have that, like Bubba just has that in him where he can just be a dick and can just come off as the biggest asshole. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I think I agree. But I'll tell you one big pet peeve I have in wrestling that we saw in this match is when in a tag team match, the heels make a tag behind the referee's back, but they do the...
I think we're going to think of the same thing right now.
Yep.
There is one point where they tagged in illegally and the rep was trying to like tell Devon to like, oh, like you didn't tag, get out. And Devon was like, no, I'm staying in. And the ref's like, okay. And was like being a bitch about it. I was like, bro, you just spent the last 10 seconds telling him to leave, saying I didn't see a tag, but then allowed him to stay in. I was like, what logic is this?
But then RVD does the same thing and he doesn't let RVD in.
Doesn't let him in, bro. I'm like, if you're going to do it both sides. We can't just be calling it one way. Crook ref. Stupid ref. I don't even know if he was crooked. I think he was just stupid.
It could be another Dudley.
That irritated me.
There's a lot of Dudleys out there. I'm convinced this referee is one of those Dudleys.
It could have been. We need a fact check. We need a name check. Check his ID.
He's probably got tie-dye under his referee shirt. But,
he's got glasses in his pocket.
Yeah, he can't see. That's why.
Tape,
yeah.
He didn't have the glasses on.
Guy. Yeah, we'll have to review the tape. Maybe have Maybe get that overturned. We'll run it up the flagpole.
Yeah. 21 years later, we'll get it sent to WWE.
Judgment Day 04. Yeah, I think that's
we
what
reviewed the tape and we think you got something wrong. we need to fix this.
It's a sacred sport after all, you know. So
absolutely.
Sacred sport. Speaking of sport, we got Booker T backstage hearing some crazy noises.
Yeah, knocking on the door for Booker T, and he is doing some sort of ritual. The guy, all the candles set up, or just trying to find some peace before his match against the Undertaker.
So did you gather? Did he have the bag in this promo?
He did have the bag in the promo. Didn't show the contents inside of it, but said that he did have a bag, which I was like, you know what? You don't got me, but you do got me. I'm with you. Like, I'm rolling with it. You know, like Booker T, he's doing the best he can. He was a great character, Booker T. I was like, if someone can do this and make it work, it's Booker. So I was just like, you know what? Sure. This magic bag is going to help you tonight.
We'll touch more on the bag, I guess, when we get to the match itself. But yeah, 2004, man. 2004
Absolutely.
WWE. That's all I got to say about that.
2004 in a nutshell right there.
You know, speaking of 2004 in a nutshell, we got Luther Reigns in this next segment.
Pushing down this big cart on wheels. I was like, what the hell is this?
I mean, it's a gigantic box. It's just Luther Reigns.
What's in the fucking box?
I'm sure you were yelling at the TV.
Absolutely.
What's in the box, Dante?
Kurt Angle in a wheelchair.
No. Mr. Angle.
Excuse me. Mr. Angle, general manager of SmackDown, was in the box, as dramatic as possible, getting lifted up, slowly going up.
There's so much going on here.
When I saw him coming up in the wheels, I was like, so they had a man on wheels get pushed down on another transportation device on wheels. I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
Pretty unnecessary.
2004. So we're just rolling with it. Literally, no pun intended.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. Hold on.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Here's the funny joke alarm. There it is.
Oh, hopefully I'll hear that a few more times this episode.
Don't hold your breath. So we got Kurt Angle in a wheelchair popping out of this box, Cody Rhodes style. In a, by the way,
his WrestleMania moment, Kurt Angle.
in a red, white, and blue wheelchair, which is sensational.
Yep.
It's great detail
fitting.
there.
Very fitting.
Are you familiar why he's in a wheelchair?
So I might know. Was this when the Big Show pushed him off? Or yes. Okay. That's exactly what it was. Okay. Because I didn't know in the moment, but then when I was thinking about it, I remembered this and I was like, well, I feel like that would make sense if he was in a wheelchair after this. So yeah.
I mean, look at his leg. Just falling Family Guy style.
Yeah, he looks busted up there.
For whatever reason, this gave me nightmares. I mean, I was 11 when this happened. Just the blood coming out of his head.
I mean, if I saw this as a kid, I would be crying to my mom probably.
I
just watched a man die on TV.
He's got to be dead.
Yeah, 100%. No way that's fake.
No, there's blood. Come on.
Look, it's real.
I saw him fall.
I just saw Kurt Angle get thrown off by a 500-pound man. He's dead.
Can't fake that. Cannot fake that. Well, so Kurt Angle, broken leg and all, wheelchair, out of the box, Luther Reigns. So I think that sets the scene pretty well. Like the great scene that this is. And then Kurt Angle, I don't know. I'm starting to think Kurt Angle is not a big fan of Los Angeles. What do you think?
Didn't seem like it. Not a fan at all. Not a fan of that area. Maybe it was because of, the fact that he wasn't competing. Maybe it was because he wasn't, in the WWE Championship picture that he was talking about. But sounds like a him problem.
Or maybe it's because, and I quote, LA is just a bunch of lazy dreamers that are waiting for their big break that'll never come. You guys you have an overrated basketball team.
He made a Kobe Bryant remark of him standing trial, and I was like, "Ooh, wow!"
Everyone in the crowd was like, "Yeah."
At the same time, I was like, "That was a thing that was happening." So free play to them. It's there. So
sure is. And then he closes out by saying, I hope you guys get the biggest earthquake in history.
Yes, yeah, that was a little out of pocket. That you go from
You're going from
the Dreamers to Kobe Bryant joke to I hope an earthquake destroys all of you in the entire area.
You go from I don't like your sports team to I hope you all die. So
yeah, it made quite the 180 there.
Yeah,
but he was angry. He was heated. He was upset.
And he was upset not just at the city of Los Angeles, but he's upset at the person whose fault it is that he's in a wheelchair. Not the Big Show.
Nope.
Oh, Tori Wilson.
You gave me a million guesses of who was gonna call out, and me not knowing the exact story of what was happening, Tori Wilson would have been towards the end of the guesses I would give you.
Yeah, so I guess for more context for people unaware, so on SmackDown a few weeks before this, Big Show was in a match where if he lost, he had to quit. I think it was against Eddie. And he lost this match, and then on his way out, like he has to leave the arena, he's upset, he's distraught, and he sees Tori Wilson and like the hairdresser or something like giggling like to the side, and he thinks that they're laughing at him. Although they clearly weren't. And this is what set him into a rage. And this
is what you're telling me. This is what caused Big Show to cripple Kurt Angle.
Right. Because where else is Tori going to run away to other than random scaffold?
Of course. Wow. This is incredible storytelling. One story that I wish I knew more of going into this. Because man, I would have been so much more invested.
It's worth it. Actually is kind of like because it's like chasing Tori.
The image itself, I think, is worth the watching the segment of Kurt Angle flat on the ground.
Big Show like tips over a car, like he takes a car and flips it over, like as he's chasing
the same
Tori.
Segment?
Yeah, it's like a thread throughout the episode.
Wow, I didn't know that was one. That was one big just
a lot going on.
I have an episode of SmackDown 2004 to watch later.
Oh man, yeah, it's worth a watch along, I think. So yeah, whatever. Tori Wilson, runs up to the scaffold. Kurt Angle tries to stop it because she thought she was going to get thrown off, but then Kurt Angle intervenes, and he gets thrown off, and then. That's why we're here. That's why it's Tori's fault. Is because if Tori didn't, set off the Big Show, we wouldn't be in this position. That's where we're at.
God damn it, Tori! All your fault.
It's her fault. That's what everybody says. That's what everybody says. So
Tori did it to Tori. No one else.
Let's make a shirt. Everybody will buy it. I think.
Print it. I'd buy it.
It'll just be us two. I think. Yeah, that's worth it.
Just us two, the creators of it. Good stuff.
But that leads us into a very high stakes match. Tori Wilson versus Dawn Marie. And if Tori Wilson loses, she's fired.
Really just raised the stakes pre-match. Tori Wilson just thought she was having a normal one-on-one match. And all of a sudden her career's on the line. I mean, come on. She wasn't prepared for this. She wasn't prepared for a retirement match.
Are you familiar? I don't know how much deep in the lore we're going to get here. How familiar are you with the Tori Wilson Dawn Marie feud and the Al Wilson and all that stuff?
Dawn Marie married or attempted to marry Tori Wilson's father, and then the father suffered a heart attack. Is that correct? That's all I know. I don't know if there's any more I have to know. That's all I got for you.
And they like fought at the funeral right next to his casket. And...
Oh, he died?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just a heart attack. Boom. Like he's just in the hospital for a little bit. He died?
You know how he died is because they were having intense coitus. And then Dawn, this is a real thing. She's like, hey, are you ready for round 2, Al? Al? Oh no, he's dead. I killed him with my vagina.
Vince McMahon must have been cracking the fuck up when he was watching this, or he was putting this together. That is, wow, you learn something new every day. That's incredible.
And there's like Dawn Marie was trying to seduce Tori.
Dawn Marie. At least he went out next to Dawn Marie. It could have been worse.
You know what? You make a damn good point. Go out doing what you love.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, go out doing what you love. It could have
Who
been
you
next to
love.
Mae Young or something like. No, that's a little mean. But hey, I mean,
I mean,
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
I'm not gonna kink shame you if that's what you're into. A little Mae Young
Hey,
action.
to each their own. To each their own.
Yeah.
She gives birth to hands.
Yeah.
She's into that. She's into some freaky stuff. So
You could have had yourself a little hand, once upon a time, but missed the boat there. Missed the
Tori and
boat.
Dawn.
Then a wrestling match starts.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to call it a wrestling match? I mean, I'll tell you what. My expectations for this were as low to the floor as they could have been.
Mhm.
I didn't hate this, but it may have been because of that. I think I didn't mind it because I thought it was going to just be pure dog shit. It wasn't not dog shit, but it wasn't the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen.
Right. It's like a small one that's hardened. So it's like, all right, I'll just pick this up with my hand.
It's shit, but it's like you can work with it.
Right.
You can work with it. Yeah, it's not like messy. It's not, it's fine. It's tolerable.
Sure. Fiber, right.
Yes, exactly.
This match was a fibrous shit.
You had a few fiber one bars going into this match. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. So these two have had like decent matches in the past. This was not one of them. It was very clean.
Mm-hmm.
They also just wrestle so infrequently on SmackDown. The women do because they don't have a title to fight for. So it's like, and Tori even came out like recently and was like, I didn't know what my role was. Am I a wrestler? Am I a valet? Am I a model? So it's like, it's not like she's putting in reps,
Right,
so
right. She doesn't know. Yeah. I'll tell you what, the crowd, one of the biggest pops of the night was when Dawn Marie's pants ripped. I couldn't see anything because all the cameras were flashing in the crowd. That was one other thing I noticed a lot of was how the cameras were flashing a whole lot more when the women were out compared to the men, and how certain positions really just activated the flashes. But yeah, once those pants ripped, the crowd they were in it. They were ready to go.
I think saying that the pants ripped is kind of underselling what happened. Her attire exploded. It was
so that wasn't like, was that meant to be like on purpose, or was
I don't
that
think so. No,
that was a complete accident. I was like, that didn't seem like something that they played into or they were like building up to or something. It just seemed like it just happened randomly.
Right, because she's wearing, I don't even know what you would call her attire. It was like
I don't even know what she was wearing. That wasn't wrestling attire.
It was not built for
not
athletics.
Wrestling attire. It's the one thing it wasn't was wrestling attire.
It was almost like think of like overalls, and if like they were to snap, that's what happened here.
Yeah, but then she then she had the thong on underneath. Yeah. She had the skin colored thong. Michael Cole said he loves skin colored thongs. He goes, "Thank God it's skin colored," and I'm just like, "Yeah, thank God, Michael." Thank God,
Michael Cole, man.
He made a few comments. They were making a few comments this match where I was just like, man, Vince McMahon is just in their ear right now, just like plugging away.
I have a feeling that Taz and Cole knew how shit this show was, and I think it felt like they were just like
having
not mocking it. Yeah, they were having fun of it. They like were sitting in the ridiculousess of it, and they were like popping each other. Yeah,
I bet you there have been many shows where they're just like, wow, this is gonna be a stinker of 2.5 hours. But you know what? Let's just make the most of it. Let's just have some fun.
But Tori Wilson, shortly after Dawn's attire comes undone, she hits a little backslide pin for the 1, 2, 3 and saves her job. Thank goodness.
Michael Cole was preaching, thank God she's still on SmackDown. Thank God, because if she wasn't, then they wouldn't have known what to do.
I mean, she just adds so much to the program. Can you blame her?
I mean, you can't spell SmackDown without Tori Wilson. Am I right?
Put that on your tombstone.
You got a soundboard? You got a soundboard for that?
Yeah, let me give it that.
That's appropriate. That's appropriate.
That's good.
Ooh, we got a bunch of them.
Well, I'll tell you what made me go. It's this man right here.
Tell me this. All right, he looks like a combination of Brock Lesnar and Colonel Sanders. That's what I came to the conclusion of. I couldn't
Mordecai, baby.
I couldn't help but look at him and just see Brock Lesnar just somewhere in there. And I just couldn't get my mind off of it.
Wow. I think you're right because the blonde hair.
The blonde. Yeah, especially now with the longer hair.
Yeah.
His is a bit more like dirty blonde, but I don't know. Once I had that in my brain, I couldn't erase it.
That just opens up my mind. Do we think Brock Lesnar is going to evolve into Mordecai? Part 2?
I mean, have we seen Mordecai and Brock Lesnar in the same room? That could be Brock Lesnar right there.
You know what? Maybe Brock didn't leave.
Let's change the topic. Is that Brock Lesnar?
Whew. Let's see here. Well, he would have had to drop a little bit of mass.
We may have cracked the code. Oh, he's wearing a lot of covering though. He's wearing like tight ass pants. He's wearing like see-through shirt. His nipples were just talking to you. They were staring at you the whole match.
Yeah, I don't have that image, but was it too sexy, do you think?
For him, I think it was a bit too sexual. I think he wasn't getting his message across. Because the hard nipples going through the shirt, it was like a webbed shirt, like the Hardys would have. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the old shirt. I'm like, I don't know. Once my mind got to Brock, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Once I saw his nipples, they couldn't stop staring at me. You know what I mean? I really didn't know what this guy was meant to do. Michael Cole was glazing him the whole time.
Dude, they were trying so hard to build this guy up.
Credit to him.
Which he should. Yeah.
Credit to him. But we just weren't watching the same thing. I think it goes along with what we were saying, how they were just trying to have a fun time and just really trying to just beat a dead horse with how vicious Mordecai was against Scotty 2 Hotty.
Yeah, the concept of the character, I feel like wasn't really even like all that.
Oh, there he is. He's back up.
He's like, he's like a priest or something. That's like all they're giving us.
Is it like a priest of a Satanist church? Like what? Like,
so
I will say one other thing really quick
please.
I should have said this earlier. The setup to the show, how they had they don't do it like that anymore. Like Judgment Day 2004, like I haven't seen a setup that good in years. Like that's better than some like WrestleMania sets we've got in the last few years. But that set actually fit Mordecai's entrance so well. Like when he came out, I would have thought like, oh, that's like a special entrance that they did for him or something.
Yeah, because he came out with the pyro and stuff and like the pillars
the crosses and stuff
on fire.
It fit him. It fit his character perfectly. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm getting a good visual of this guy. And then the bell rang.
Yeah. It's just like, well, I think, first of all, I should say, so it's Mordecai's debut and it's against.
This was his debut?
This was his debut.
Oh, God bless him. God bless him.
Against Scotty 2 Hotty.
Now I understand why they were emphasizing it so much. Okay. Gotcha.
And by the way,
shout out Scotty 2 Hotty, man. Shout out to him. Guy? It's a fun move. I like it. I think he does it the best. I don't think Otis does it, as good as him. You got to give props to the OGs. You know what I mean? One little backstory of Scotty 2 Hotty, though. Fun fact. So when I was a kid, so when I first started watching wrestling, I don't know why I looked up Scotty 2 Hotty in like my Google Drive, like my Google search, whatever, on images, and I don't know if you want to give this a shot one day. Naked woman came up on my Google, and my parents were like, "What are you looking up?" And I was like, "I'm looking up Scotty 2 Hotty. I swear to God." So that got my computer taken away, and a lot of like parental shit got put on my laptop post that. But I was like, I swear to God, I was just looking up a wrestler, Scotty 2 Hotty. They're like, "Who's Scotty 2 Hotty?" I'm like, "Look, he's a wrestler." I look him up. A naked woman comes up, but he's a man. He does the worm. I swear to God.
He's not. There's no way of. Yeah, he does a worm. Okay,
he does,
that does sound like wrestling.
What did you call it? We do not call it a worm.
Man, I'm not seeing any naked broads here when I Googled it.
I mean, this was 20 years ago almost. So they must have cleaned it up by now. But that got God, I must have been 7 or 8 years old. That got me in trouble for a little bit.
The goddamn Scotty 2. Oh, so you were happy to see him get obliterated by Mordecai.
Yeah, he deserved it. Really. He got my computer time taken away from me, asshole.
Son of a bitch.
And he didn't even get to hit the worm this
wormless
match. Wormless. He tried. That I was like, damn, okay. They had Mordecai stop him there. They must have, big plans for this guy, because not everyone kicks out of the worm like that,
No, it's like the one-winged angel of the time.
When only like 2 people have ever kicked out of it or stopped it from being completed.
Yeah, equal power here. But yeah, Mordecai gets the win with the cross power bomb, because of course he does. I mean, look at this asshole.
There he is again. He's a specimen, a pure specimen.
I believe I haven't done research recently on this. I believe he was brought in to counteract the Undertaker. Like he's the white version of the Undertaker, basically, with similar symbol on his fucking staff deal and the hood and the.
I see what they're trying to do. They just didn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we all remember WrestleMania 25 when Shawn Michaels was the white. You know, comes down with the hat and the white.
One of the best entrances ever in WrestleMania history. One of the most iconic.
But imagine if that was Mordecai instead.
Now, if we had a proper build, if we had 5 years to put this together, I promise you we could have put together a match bigger than Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. Shawn had 26. All right, he has his one. Give Mordecai a 25.
I don't even know, but I think give Mordecai both, to be honest. Throw Shawn in like the Andre Battle Royal or something, or whatever they were doing at the time.
Have him win the first ever Battle Royal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good. Give Mordecai the
really
spot.
Make the trophy mean something.
And the streak with Mordecai.
You should have had him go up against team up with like Mickey Rourke. They were doing that, or whoever the hell it was. Fun. Yeah, the wrestler. He could have been a part of that story.
Wow, that could have been really fun. Chris Jericho had to run the gauntlet, right?
Ricky Steamboat, Snuka, and Piper, I think it was.
I think so. That sounds right.
I think I may have nailed it.
Could just add Shawn.
If that was a trivia question, that would have been a good one for me. That would have been a momentum boost for me.
Here you go. Thank you. I don't actually know if that's right, but I'm not going to check it, so it's right.
You know what? Since we're not checking it right now, as it stands, it's correct. So that's where we're going to keep it.
Yeah, send all your hate mail to Dante if it's wrong.
Yes, please.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it was a very basic match. Nothing particularly exciting. Like you said, commentary is like, I've never seen anybody so dominant. And man.
He twisted his body around the pole and Michael Cole came in his pants. I'm like, dude, I mean, he's doing his thing. They also made it, they're like, have you ever seen Sky Too Hotty get manhandled like this before? I was
Lots
like,
of times.
We're talking about Sky Too Hotty like he's like the guy that's usually the one doing the beatdowns. I was like, I'm pretty sure we've seen this from Sky Too Hotty many a times.
But he was a tag team champion 5 years ago, Dante.
I was a tad bit disappointed because when I heard the theme song, I thought Too Cool was coming out, the entire team.
Right.
And then it clicked in my head. I was like, well, it is 2004. I think we might be a little past that. I didn't know when they ended or anything, but when I just saw Scotty, I was like, buzzkill.
That's it, because Grandmaster Sexay actually did recently return at this point, but he's on Raw. So it's like, why wouldn't you put these guys back together?
Yeah, that would make sense, right?
Too much sense, but maybe that's why.
Too much. Yeah. The tag team division was already loaded on SmackDown, so they didn't need to add another team in there.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You know what else is loaded? It's the Cruiserweight division.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. Talk to me about the Cruiserweight division.
What are your thoughts?
This segment, all I got from this was that the Guerreros have quite the lingerie fetish. That's what I got from this.
We lie, we cheat, we steal, we
love lingerie.
We wear heels, huh? Hold on.
Pink lingerie.
There's something.
Yeah.
Cuts to
this was a segment for sure. This was a segment.
Why? So Chavo's backstage with his dad, Chavo Classic.
Yep.
And the first frame has Chavo Classic's. His pants are down. Why are his pants down? Why does he put everything?
As they showed on the tape before the match, they were showing like how we got here and stuff. He has been pants prior, so I mean he is used to having his pants around his ankles. So
this is all part of the lore. It was so deep.
Carlos, or Chavo Senior. I don't know why the fuck I said Carlos.
He looks
Chavo
like Carlos Mencia,
Classic.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. He just loves lingerie and having his pants wrapped around his neck. He might be wearing lingerie. We don't know.
His shirt covers it. You're right.
The shirt cuts it off. So I'm not saying I want to know, but he could be. There's no confirmation.
Like, why is he wearing shoes here?
I don't.
Maybe not. Maybe it's socks.
So. No, that looks like socks. Those look like
socks.
Why
that would be the last piece of garment you pull up, but whatever.
Hey, 2004, man, right?
Is that how people were getting dressed? Pants last?
I don't know. Maybe that must have been the thing back then.
Perhaps. But yeah, the match, I guess, is a little later in the show, but essentially, Jacqueline is the new cruiserweight champion.
Yes, she is.
She beat Chavo Jr. for the title. And Jacqueline's here, hey, I hear you. I got you a present. It's lingerie.
I want to make you as comfortable as possible.
And
then
Chavo
he
Classic
said,
likes it.
And Chavo said that he wants to make her as uncomfortable as possible. And I said, ooh, that is a strong choice of words. that is not the way I would have framed it. I get what you're trying to say here, Chavo. But yeah, so that really got my mind going of how we got there. Because I didn't know that Jacqueline was the champ at the time that was going on, because I figured there was going to be some sort of match. They were talking about a match, but I was like, oh, are they going to face each other? But then I was like, why would they face each other? There's got to be a reason for that or something. And then obviously I found out later on that she was the cruiserweight champion at the time, which was a decision. That is a decision to make.
It was something.
It gets the loud pop. The crowd went crazy when they showed it back. It's a shocking moment. It's a shocking moment for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if they were popping too much for the match, though.
No, but yeah, one other thing I learned too is going into this, she lost to Chavo as a classic.
Yes.
The SmackDown before. So she beat Chavo, then lost to Chavo, and then had a match against Chavo again. I mean, she had her hands full.
Hands full of Chavo.
Hands full of Chavo. Worst things to have your hands full of, but a lot better things too.
That's a lot to take in. I'm gonna have to let that marinate.
Think about that.
You just scrambled my brain.
Put that to the side. Put that to the side. Let's continue and then take that in later on.
Man, I don't know if I can.
Message me when you figure it out. Yeah, when you put it together.
Like a Rubik's cube. Gee whiz.
The match was
Well, before that, because that was just a segment in between. The hits just keep on coming. There, Dante. We have the star-studded tag team division that you were mentioning earlier is on display.
Yes, they were. Yes.
Tag team title match here. The champions, Charlie Haas and Rico.
Wow.
Taking on the
tag team champions. The champs. Not just
you might see that
form tag team of champs.
You might see that and it's like, oh, it's kind of a ridiculous team, but they probably got a really well-tenured, successful tag team opposing them. Because they are challenging for the tag team titles.
100%. Right.
Who are the challengers again? I forget.
Hardcore Holly and Billy Gunn, the Ass Man.
We're blonde.
I was so confused of what was happening with this match. Why the people involved in it were involved in it. Why Rico and Charlie Haas? Where was Shelton Benjamin? Why is Charlie Haas here? Why is Rico not? Why is Billy Gunn going up against Rico? Because I remember Billy and Chuck at the back in the 2000s. So I was like, we must be post Billy and Chuck. I had to do some research. We're a few years removed from that. What I got from this, I'll be completely honest with you, was that Hardcore Holly and a bit of Billy Gunn homophobic. They did not want to fight Rico at all. Look, and even the commentary was saying it. They were like, Hardcore Holly is a bit of a homophobe. And I was like, yeah, I guess so.
You think?
I was like, yeah, they're both literally like running out of the ring. Like when he gets in the ring, like they don't even want to be in the same ring with him. They couldn't decide who would start the match. And once Charlie Haas went in, they both ran in to see who would start the match first. I'm like, what? What are we doing? What is this? Again, Vince McMahon must have been dying laughing putting this together, watching it. But I'm just like, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Because like Hardcore Holly, it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's I hate to say it, but I'm like, it looks like it, seems like it. I believe it. I don't think that's supposed to be his gimmick, but I get behind it.
But Billy Gunn, you just mentioned Billy and Chuck with Rico like 2 years before this. They had the whole
story. They didn't even mention it. I feel like I genuinely was listening in because I didn't do the research till afterwards. I was like, do they mention Billy and Chuck at all? Do they mention this? I don't think they mentioned their relationship together once.
If they did,
their partnership.
It should have been.
If they did, if they did, it wasn't a big thing. Yeah, it was in passing. So yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Billy Gunn. He's been the ass man. He's been cute Kip. He's been
Well, that's
Billy of Billy
also
and Chuck.
that's also what I was confused about. He was afraid of Rico, but he's the ass man. He's getting slapped in the ass, and he doesn't like it. I feel like this is what your thing. I feel like you should be
Right?
kind of enjoying this.
Like,
I don't know.
They're treating Rico like he's radioactive. Like they're gonna catch
yeah,
the gay.
like they're gonna get a disease if he touches them. Legitimately. I'm like, this is crazy, man.
I don't know. And then you ask how we got here. There's not much of a story.
Yeah, not much. I figured.
The prior champions were Scotty 2 Hotty and Rikishi. They were to defend the titles on SmackDown against Charlie Haas and a mystery partner. Charlie didn't choose it. It was just somebody they would choose. Whatever.
Okay. Pull a name out of a hat or something like that.
I guess. Ends up being Rico. And Charlie's doing the same thing. He's like, "Oh, get away from me!" Like that type of thing. But in their first match teaming together, they win the tag team titles.
That honestly sounds like some sort of tag team division mid-2000 shit, though. That doesn't surprise me. Because even then, around then, this is kind of a not weird comparison, but Carlito was coming in and winning championships his first go around on SmackDown back in I think it was back in 2004 or something. So they were all about people just coming in and winning belts right off rip.
I think that's very soon, actually. I think that's probably in 2 or 3 months or something. I don't know.
On your calendar, have it marked on your calendar. Carlito debut.
I have a timer. Set.
The anniversary of Carlito's debut is coming up.
10,000 hours until. But yeah,
you're wondering what the ticker was behind me. The countdown is for Carlito's debut.
He debuted 20 years ago. Mind your business.
Shut the fuck up.
And there's literally no story for Billy Gunn and hardcore. Although I will say, my wife always gets them confused. So I guess they look like each other.
Fair.
So that's why they're a team.
Is she a wrestling fan at all?
She's watched a lot of wrestling with me, enough to where that's not acceptable.
Gotcha. Okay. I was gonna say it could have been. Don't get me wrong. I yelled at her. Don't you dare get them mixed up. That is Hardcore Holly and that's Billy Gunn. He's an ass man and he's a homophobe. Get it right.
Couldn't be farther apart. But two blonde.
Yeah, they were together because they're
guys.
blonde. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
gotcha. That's all you need. That's all you need to be a team back then.
Really nothing to this match outside of trying to stay away from Rico. But then Rico ends up, or Hardcore Holly goes for the Alabama Slam on Charlie Haas. Rico with the super kick to Hardcore. Haas, sunset flip. 1, 2, 3. They work together to retain the titles. Maybe they can get along.
Maybe they can. Maybe this whole thing will work out at the end of the day.
Maybe Charlie becomes more of a flamboyant fella.
He was teasing going down the runway during the entrance, but he didn't. So he was teasing it. I don't know where this story goes, if there is a story. I don't know how much longer they're the champs for or how long they're even a team for. I can't imagine it's long. I will say.
I remember it being longer than it should have been, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, what was Charlie Haas doing back then post World's Greatest Tag Team? I mean, he's just kind of floating around the tag team division or just trying to get something going.
Well, I'll tell you. So the first show I ever went to live was the next SmackDown pay-per-view, Great American Bash.
Oh, okay.
Which is heralded as one of the worst pay-per-views of all time.
Oh no!
But it was my first show. It was my first show, so I loved it because I was there live and experiencing it.
Yeah.
I believe. Let me make sure I have this right. I believe a real match that happened.
Was that when Undertaker filled the thing with cement?
Was.
Yeah, fantastic.
The concrete.
Fantastic
crypt.
First show to go to.
I mean, Mordecai was there. Mordecai versus Hardcore Holly was a
match.
match.
He got another match. Step up too from Scotty 2 Hotty, another blonde.
And a singles match on a pay-per-view that you would have to pay $50 to see.
Well, hey,
Luther.
you're gonna have to start doing that nowadays with the new ESPN
Yeah.
stuff. So
Oh, shit. Watching me some WrestlePalooza.
yeah, no kidding. VPN. It's not a sponsor, not a plug.
Is this worth $50? Luther Reigns versus Charlie Haas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't spend my $50 on it. If someone gifted me the pay-per-view and said, "Here, watch it for free," gotcha. Yeah, that's not going to sell me. That match isn't going to sell me on it.
No, it's a rough one. It's a rough one.
Worse than Scotty 2 Hottie? Surely it can't be.
Well, you're just gonna have to watch that tonight. You're gonna have to watch that tonight and find out.
All right, write that down.
That's
I know
your homework
tonight.
I gotta light some candles. Watch me some Great American Bash.
Girlfriend's going to bed. She's like, "All right, I'm going to bed. All right, I'm gonna be up for the next 3 hours. Why are you lighting all those candles? I got Great American Bash 2004 to watch. Where'd you put my lotion? Don't worry about it.
It's all over your body.
I've already used it. Go to bed."
But speaking of lathering up with lotion,
speaking of lotion,
we got the WWE Cruiserweight title on the line. Jacqueline, the champion, defending against Chavo Guerrero, and Chavo has one arm tied behind his back.
And you could have told me from the get-go that he was going to find a way to get his arm untied, and I would have been like, "You're damn right he is," because that's a Guerrero. They lie, cheat, and steal, and they love lingerie, and they find ways to untie their arms from behind their back.
I'm watching this, man. This fucking sucked, first of all.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible. So bad.
I'm watching this. I'm like, man, a real kick-ass cruiserweight match would have helped the show so much.
100%. They could have actually made a good match out of this if they actually made Jacqueline look somewhat competitive here.
Yeah, I mean, even like, why is Jacqueline? Like, you have Chavo versus Paul London or Billy Kidman.
Yeah, the first question is, why is she the cruiserweight champion? That's the first. Yeah, that's 100%. That's the first issue. But since we're here, it's like we might as well make the most of it, right? Because all I'm seeing is Chavo beating her down. She gets a little bit of offense, and she threw him into the corner. He got his hit his shoulder against the pole, his good shoulder. They emphasized, and then he gets his hand undone by his father. He does 3 moves on her 3 different times. The ref just gets distracted, and that's it.
So yeah,
I felt so bad. I felt so bad for Jacqueline, and then they're leaving, and then Chavo goes back in and kicks her while she's down. I'm like, I don't know if that was necessary. I'm like, I don't even know if that was scripted. But yeah, I just felt so bad for Jacqueline, because it's like, okay, she got the big win. She's the only woman to win the Cruiserweight Championship. Like, yeah, that's something like we look back on now, and it's like, that's a great accomplishment.
Probably one of her biggest moments in her WWE tenure, if we're being honest.
And that's terrible, because then we actually go back and watch it, and we see like what happened within those 2 weeks. Again, beating Chavo, gets the surprise win, great, but then loses to Chavo's father the next week, and then loses to Chavo. I get like Chavo was going to win the title back. Like, I think we could all see that, but for her to not even get like a lick of offense and really, or to even look good, I was like, I feel like they just had her win that just to embarrass her on a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
like, that's what it felt like, honestly.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I think they were just going for pure shock and not think of the long term.
There were no long term. Do you think Vince McMahon knew anything about long term back then?
Yeah, it's because like, you could
look at the champions on this card. Jacqueline is the cruiserweight champion, and Charlie Haas and Rico is the tag team champions. That's just the state of SmackDown right now.
And we're not even done there, pal.
We're not even. No, we still got 3 matches. We still got 3 matches to go. I don't know about you. I had a coffee before this. I was ready to go. This is a ridiculous card.
It's something. It's something. If I'm watching this, you could have had like Jacqueline replace Dawn Marie earlier. You could have had like Jacqueline versus Tori, which would have made that match better. And then you could have thrown like Ultimo Dragon versus Chavo or something, or Ray versus Chavo. Like, there was so many.
A lot of great ideas. They could have used you on the SmackDown writing team back in 2004.
Man, you would have.
How old are you back in 2004?
I was 11.
Yeah, could have used you.
I was balls deep in RuneScape though. I don't know if I could have figured out the time.
You had the time. Yeah, they would have had to throw the bag at you to take you away from that.
Right. It's like I got a lot of dragons to slay there, Vince.
A lot on my plate. All right. Life of 11-year-old is tough.
Really is. Really is. But yeah, Chavo retains the title, yada yada yada. Not good. But
kicks her while she's down, they leave, and that's that.
Well, to be fair, she did pull Chavo Classic's pants down, so that was
a little payback, I suppose.
Well, I would like to acquire payback on WWE for making me watch this next match. We got the United States title on the line. We got the champion.
Yes, it was
John Cena defending against Rene Dupree.
Who, may I add, I get it. It's the character. It's the gimmick. But John Cena coming out in a Los Angeles Lakers jersey and a Los Angeles Lakers hat just made me want to throw up in my mouth.
Well, you wouldn't want to put on a Celtics jersey.
I get it. They're at the Staples Center. They're in the house Kobe Bryant was on trial for. It made me sick to my stomach. But he did do a rap and he said, talking about being worthy, and he was wearing the James Worthy jersey. So I was like, okay, props, credit to that. You plugged it in there, but hated it. I hated it.
This pander bear, John Cena. He's not a real basketball fan.
He's disrespecting Boston. You know where you're from, John. You know where you're from.
I bet you he couldn't even name 3 Los Angeles Lakemen. You know what I mean?
No, not him, not me. Fuck him. That's what I say. Fuck him.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. Well, Renee's French. And that's
Kurt Angle said that he would have been proud to have a Frenchman hold the United States Championship in the video package. It takes a lot for Kurt Angle to say something like that.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, Renee, a month ago, this dude was in a random tag team losing matches on Heat, and now he's in a co-main event of a pay-per-view for a title.
Yeah, you know, I was watching the video package beforehand, and they were just showing him in a story with like Tori Wilson and segments, and I was just like, what is going on here? What is happening? He called her a bit. She had her dog in the ring. He goes, that dog isn't the biggest bitch in the ring. It's you. And I'm like, what did she do? I was like, she's got enough on her plate.
Well, goes back to the Big Show Kurt Angle thing. So Renee was also piling on that it was her fault and that she's a bitch, et cetera.
Okay. All right. Just beating her while she's down.
Sure. Yeah. So.
I wasn't getting why he was there, but I'm glad that there was really no justified reason why.
No, he had gotten like 1 or 2 wins when he debuted on SmackDown, and then he had a segment that you were mentioning. It was called Cafe de Rene, which I think is his podcast also.
It is. So I did some research on him afterwards because he was 20 at the time. I'm like, damn, like he's still young. I wonder if he's still wrestling. And then I saw he had a podcast, and I was like, wait, I think that's what the name of the show was. So I thought that was a funny connection.
Which was fun. Like it had the goofy French, like the plaid table curtain, not curtain. What do you call it? The tablecloth.
Cloth. Yeah.
Drinking wine and there's breadsticks or whatever the fuck. Like it's I'm French. Here's my talk show.
Hey, oui. Yeah, all fancy and shit like that. Frick.
And it's a foreign heel gimmick. It's a dime a dozen.
How many times have we seen this? The only thing different is this guy's French this time around.
And they got later in the show, they show a quick vignette for Kenzo Suzuki.
Oh my god, and that's his future tag team partner.
Another I'm not from your country.
Dude, I literally, again, I was doing research and I was like, what has he accomplished? Because he had a tag team championship with Sylvester, whatever his name was, La Resistance, their team name.
Savon Grenier.
That's who it was. Yeah, not Sylvester. Yeah, you got it. I shouldn't have even tried there.
I prefer Sylvester.
And then that sounds better. And then I was like, SmackDown Tag Team Champion with this random dude. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Never heard of him before. And then they showed the video package later on, and I was like,
have some respect for the Bronze Warrior. My God,
I'm unfamiliar with his game. I'll admit it. Unfamiliar with his game, and it just all came together at the same time, and it just blew my mind.
SmackDown 2004, baby. All
gotta
hits, no
love it.
misses.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
That being said, though, like looking at Rene Dupree, like you said, he's young, he's good looking, he's jacked, he has just a voluptuous ass. Like,
yeah,
he has it all.
He had it's a French phenom on his
great
tights.
nickname too.
It was
French phenom.
It really was a great nickname. I was staring at his ass longer than I should have because I was trying to read what it said. I got the French part. I couldn't get the phenom part.
Sure.
But I put it together about like halfway. I had to rewind the match like 5 different times.
Had to pause it, zoom in, do screen.
Had to get a few different angles. Yeah.
But man, this is one of those matches where I'm not sure if I fell asleep or not. Like I'm watching it, and then like it feels like he was in this bear hug for like 20 minutes in this match.
You could have fallen asleep and dreamt of a better match, and then woke up and be like, "Oh yeah, that was fun." Perhaps. Yeah, I mean, Dupree was dominant like the whole time. Like he really was like beating John Cena up for most of the match.
Yeah,
and then John Cena just at the end hit the FU, and that was it.
But it was the lazy version of the FU, by the way. Just standing up.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't impressive. It did nothing that sells you, for sure. Yeah. This definitely didn't have to be this late into the card. Definitely not.
I mean, John Cena didn't have to be on the
card. Or just didn't have to be on the card. That too.
Could have been John Cena versus Jacqueline, perhaps. Maybe that would have been better.
You know what? Take my money. Champion versus champion. Champion versus champion. I'm saying that's a money match.
It's a lot of money. But yeah, John Cena.
John Cena does have 10 appearances left on his retirement tour. I don't know
he already counting at this point?
On. Oh no, I'm talking about right now. We bring back Jacqueline for this dream match 21 years later.
Hold on. You know where the next pay-per-view is, Dante?
Paris.
What better location? What better setting? John he's fighting all of the ghosts of his past.
Rene Dupree is going to be at Clash in Paris. He's going to cost him the match. He's only 41. He looks great.
The crowd would come unglued.
Are you kidding me? Listen, I don't know who we have to send this to. We have a few weeks until Clash in Paris, so they have time to rewrite a few things. Get Brock out of here. WrestlePalooza, September 20th. Headlined by Cena and Brock. Nope. Headlined by Cena and Dupree 2. The biggest sequel in wrestling history. Come on. What are we doing?
Twice in a lifetime?
Twice in a lifetime. You get the big pop at Paris, and then you get the big match at in Indianapolis. Or you just have Dupree come out before the match and take out Logan Paul and be like, nope, I'm stepping in.
I do think he should make an appearance. So him and Sylvester, as you put it, Sylvester should come out.
Kidding aside, that would be fun if they had him there.
I mean, what other French wrestlers are around that you could throw? Like, I can't throw Andre out there.
He's dead.
He is very dead.
He's dead. Yeah, I don't know. Is it
Beckers? I don't know if they're still around.
I mean,
I think that's it. I don't think there's any other French wrestlers.
I don't know my Frenchmen as well as I should, maybe.
Well, maybe we should brush up. I think that's on both of us.
All right, that's my next YouTube video. That for both of us. How many French wrestlers can you name?
Is that a quiz on Sporkle? Name every French wrestler.
It's got to be somewhere. It's got to be somewhere.
It could be. But yeah, just a whatever match here. This could have been just like in the middle of a SmackDown for all I know.
100%.
5-knuckle shuffle misses. The French tickler misses. They both have like their goofy taunting moves that miss.
Another thing I want to say is I wouldn't want myself associated with any sort of French tickler nickname, whether it's for myself, for a move. I just don't want that. I don't want that attached to me. It can be interpreted a few different ways.
Not even if it's Renee's French tickler?
Why is he even called the French tickler? Who's he tickling? He's just going back and forth.
You know why it's called the French tickler.
I don't want to say. Once they said French tickler, I was like, oh no. I was like, no, not the French tickler. That sounds very, very scary.
I think It's like a sex toy. Hold on, let me make sure we have.
Sure.
It's already on my bookmark, so let me just go
I
here.
have it pulled up over here. Hold on, it should take me 2 seconds. I have it pulled up.
Oh my god! Hold on. Let me share my screen here. I think I have more questions.
What are you finding?
I think I have more questions than answers here. Hold on.
I'm nervous about what's about to pop up on my screen. What the fuck?
So what is this? What is this?
Oh my god! You got to be into some.
Oh, it's a condom with spikes on it.
Yeah, that's a condom. There's no. I mean, I don't know. It depends on who you're talking to. I guess that might feel good. That's like one of those like squishy balls or whatever that you get from
tell me, because you're familiar.
Machines. I know all. Oh, you don't know.
Gee, what the heck is that? Never seen one of them before.
Oh, they make green ones too.
You're hiding it off your shelf in the background. Because this is what I was thinking. This is like a
background.
It's just like a feather, you feather.
Oh, like a little whip, like a sexy maid has one of those or something like that.
Right. But I don't know what this actually.
Never seen that before. What are those called again?
Send me the link so I'm sure I don't buy this.
Send that to me so I make sure not to buy these. So I know which one specifically not to buy.
I got you. Don't worry.
Oh man.
Well, I don't know how we segue from French tickler to the Undertaker.
We've been talking about cock and balls, tickler. We've been going all over the place. It's okay.
Well, let's ground ourselves with some serious wrestling.
Yes.
So Booker T saw a fortune teller to find the power to beat the Undertaker.
Just absolute comedy. He's so funny.
You said it earlier. He is the perfect guy to make this, or at least attempt to make it work.
100%. Just like his character, dude. I really do think Booker T is like so at least in my eyes, like so underrated. Like they could have done so much with him, like more with him, like the main event scene, post WCW and stuff. But he was. I'm just watching this, and I was like, I can't imagine anyone else in this and like making it good. I was I was sports entertained. I was sports entertained by this.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ridiculous.
It was so stupid that you just kind of have to enjoy it. You know what I mean? He's in the graveyard, like just with dirt and stuff like that, just like digging up graves and shit like that. And I'm just like, yeah, why not? Why not, Booker?
Well, we can't just glaze over. It's very important what he's digging up. So
it's part of it. Yeah.
First of all, Booker T, he's traded to SmackDown. He's unhappy. He thinks SmackDown's the B show. He says, I'm too big for this show. And Undertaker takes umbrage to this. And that's essentially what started the beef between these guys. And then Booker T is like, well, I can't just out wrestle this guy. I have to go see a voodoo priestess or something to go seek help and advice on how to take out the Undertaker. And this her name was Mama Sangre. And Mama Sangre tells Booker, I need you to bring me the dirt from an unmarked grave, because she already had like this concoction. It had it was a crow's feather, a bag of nails, a fangs of a beast, and the last ingredient, Booker, I need you to go find. I need you to seek it out. And you need to go to the graveyard and find a nameless grave and get dirt from there. And then you have the power to beat the Undertaker, and
that's all you need. If only people figured this out 15 years prior, they could have had this whole Undertaker thing figured out.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know if this was the right concoction.
No,
in hindsight.
No, I don't. I think he missed a few ingredients.
the proportions were off.
You needed some like lavender in there. You needed some. I don't know. You needed something else in there. Mm-hmm.
So Booker comes out, and then Undertaker's comes out, and he's making his entrance. And as Undertaker's making his Undertaker slow walk entrance, Booker T's holding this bag of dirt like it's a cross, and there's like a vampire coming.
Him doing the signs of the cross and like rubbing it up against his body throughout the match was just great. So comedy.
Rubbing it on himself.
So comedy. It's so good.
Oh man, but that being said, though, ridiculous build aside, I thought this match was pretty fine. Like it was.
Yeah. I think if we're comparing it to the rest of the show, I mean, Yeah, it can't be much worse. I thought it was a fine match, but it was, considering what we were coming off of. I didn't expect this to be any worse.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And Undertaker, he's like in this weird because he's just fresh off of transitioning back to the dead man from Biker Taker.
They kept emphasizing that it was a rare appearance for the Undertaker. They kept saying that like he doesn't come around a lot and blah blah blah. And I figured like he just returned to being the dead man because against Kane at WrestleMania 20. But I was like, is this guy just like showing up like kind of just like sporadically or something? Like I didn't know like what they kept emphasizing how rare it was that he was there. So I was a little confused.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, he got buried by Kane.
When did that happen prior to Mania? How long was he out for?
That was Survivor Series, so November.
So about like 4 or 5 months, something like that.
Yeah, but he was dead, roughly. So that's why he didn't appear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair. The dead man.
Right.
Forgot
so you
that.
Get it.
Yeah.
He's not just
putting
a man.
The pieces together. He's a dead man.
And then after WrestleMania, I guess between Mania and here, he's probably only had like 1, maybe 2 matches. So I guess.
Gotcha.
I guess it's been what, 2 months since Mania. So.
Yeah. Again, Michael Cole was on one that night. He was just emphasizing everything and just really dragging things out. So.
Oh, they were hyping up that entrance of the Undertaker. I've never felt anything like this in my life. But again, it's like he hasn't done this in several years. So I understand like. Being here in 2004, it's like pretty like, oh, I can't believe we're seeing this character again.
Sure. But. Now, it's the most skippable entrance in wrestling, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really apologize. So you brought up, you're like, during his entrance, Booker T was doing the sign of the cross. I actually missed that because I skipped the entrance of this match when I was watching it.
You need to go back because he's holding it like he's holding a piece of garlic to keep a vampire
did you tell
away.
Me that you skipped this? All right, we have to end this. We have to redo all of it next week. We need you to rewatch all of Judgment Day.
That'd be ridiculous
because you missed that part.
I would never make you do that. But yes. Also interesting here. I don't know if this is the new character of Undertaker coming out or what, but it seems like he's trying out a new finishing.
He had some new moves. What would you? It
was like a flatliner into like a submission of like a double underhook stretch of some sort.
Yeah, a flatliner into like some sort of like not a guillotine, but like
it was close though.
Sounded like a chokehold, some sort of chokehold. He was trying to Booker T's feet were directly underneath the rope, so he didn't really get a chance to do much with that. But I was a little I was like, wow, he's going deep in his bag for this one. Booker T's got the bag. Undertaker needs his own bag of tricks.
Bag for bag. Battle of the bags.
See what I did there? Yeah,
I like it.
Bag for bag match.
Write it down. Send it up. Let's get this going.
I'm just saying, we have a lot of great ideas. We gotta send them to someone.
Yeah, can't just let these boil up inside our heads.
No.
But outside of that, I mean, like, the ref takes a tumble at some point. Booker T then goes to his mysterious bag and throws the contents of it. It's like some powder.
It literally looked like they just dug up gravel from outside the arena and put it in the bag. It like the best part was it was on the Undertaker for the rest of the match. She was just covered with it, and I'm just like, that's the ref's gonna be like, where the hell did that come from? Yeah. I was like, wait, you didn't have that on you before. Oh, I was dying.
But guess you can't call what you don't see.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
But that was like halfway into the match too, like you said. So it's like,
yeah, when I saw that in my head, I was like, oh, we're getting towards the finish. And then they kept going. I was like, oh, he's just gonna keep wrestling with this on him. All right.
Yeah, but it didn't really have much of an effect on Big Take.
No, did not work. Did not work.
I mean, Booker T gets his stuff in, but yeah.
Yeah, I love how he like threw it at the Undertaker, but then all of it just like kept traveling and like it went like towards the commentators, like they started coughing and stuff like that. It just spread everywhere. So it just like it was just a mess. It was just a mess.
It was like, what's that? It smells.
Yeah, they kept saying it was like chicken. They kept saying it was like chicken chicken bones, chicken feet, or something like that. They were throwing out
the crow's feet. The
Crow's
crow's
feet. Crow's feet, yeah.
crow's feather. There's fangs.
a bunch of random shit that was in there. I'm
Again.
like, nah, that's just gravel outside the Staples Center.
No, an unmarked grave, Dante.
No, this is WWE.
God damn it!
Do it right. This is the Undertaker we're talking about. He's a dead man, all right?
Fun little finish though. Booker has a headlock on Taker. Taker punches out of it, and Booker like recoils off of the ropes into a scissors kick.
Yep.
Close 2 count. Taker sits up, comes
Classic.
back, choke slam, tombstone. See you later. Undertaker gets the win.
There you go.
Bing,
Classic
bang,
Taker.
boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's like, the sit up stuff, like it seems like cliche now, but it was like cool to see it in 04, I would suppose, because
How long was he Biker Taker? A few years.
I think it debuted mid 2000. I think it was Judgment Day actually. Judgment Day 2000.
Wow.
Until Survivor Series 2003, so like 3.5 years or so.
Wow. Good amount of time. All right, I get why this would be like a big pop for seeing the dead man Undertaker like this.
Right. But yeah, so hopefully he gets his match against Mordecai sometime soon. We'll keep
Fingers
tabs on that.
crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on these two.
Well, sure. I'll keep you abreast of the situation as it unfolds.
Thank you.
We've seen a lot of debuts on this show, a lot of returns, and we got the pay-per-view debut of a certain character in the main event of this show. It is a pay-per-view debut of JBL.
No shit. It was really the pay-per-view debut of him.
Oh, and we're off and running.
The video package was, I was like, okay, so this is brand new. Like, this is fresh into this
Yes.
JBL character. So I got that, but I didn't know it was his first match.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, he's had matches on SmackDown, but yeah, it's his first
Pay-per-view match.
Sure,
Yeah.
But he's automatically, again, the theme here is we're just trying shit. Let's throw Bradshaw. Let's throw half of the APA.
Well, they
in the
really
WWE title match.
I mean, they committed to it. Not post this match. They really fucking bought into him. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
They really loved the character.
I mean, even the build to this match, it's clear that they were like committing to it
Because they just gave him the title shot, right? It was him and John Cena, or like what award it was, or some tournament or some shit. I forget what it was called. Was it named after someone?
What was it called? It was the Kurt Angle Great American Award.
That's what it was. Yes, and it had Kurt
And-
Angle's face on it, or something like that, or some
Or
shit.
some dumb eagle or some shit. I don't know.
Dumb stuff. Then yeah.
You said they just gave him the title match. No. John Bradshaw Layfield earned this. He earned the award and
excuse me.
thus the title match.
Excuse me. Okay.
Do you remember how he earned it?
I would love for you to enlighten me, Kyle.
Do you remember a certain segment at the border? Oh, do you not
I do
know
remember
this?
No, I do remember the segment at the border.
So, like, it was like 5 or 6 guys in contention for this Great American Award, and it was clear that it's like whoever gets this award, whoever Kurt Angle deems the winner of this, will also get a title match at Judgment Day. So you got like John Cena getting wins. You got who else is, I can't.
Mordecai,
yeah.
Undertaker's
Undertaker's around.
Rico, yeah.
So all these guys are putting in the work in the ring to try to be in contention for this. JBL has no matches, but he does. It's a SmackDown. I think it's in El Paso or somewhere down there, Laredo.
Oh my god!
He goes to the border. It's this pre-taped thing where he's in the trees it's at night.
Yeah.
And I don't remember exactly what he's saying, but it's essentially like
nowadays.
America is as down. We're in shambles. All these illegals coming into our country. What makes a great American is making America great. Or he didn't say that. He wasn't that far ahead.
Yeah. Free shadow.
But he sees some Mexican family coming through the swamp or whatever, and he gives them a big boot and sends them on their way.
So fucked.
Go back to your country.
So fucked, bro. Oh my god.
So everybody's like in the ring. Like Charlie Haas, I think, was there. John Cena, some other people. And JBL's in the ring, and he shows this on the Titantron. He's like, "You see that, Kurt? I'm the best American. And Kurt's like, you're right. You have a title match.
Unfucking believable. That's actually so insane that they did that. That I did not know that those two things even correlated.
I forgot as well until I rewatched it. It was sensational.
Again, you can't do that. You can't do that in 2025. Oh my lord.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they were having some fun with this story back then.
But you might be saying to yourself, well, that's a good story. That's probably all there is to it, right? I mean, I would say, no. There's more. But wait, wrong. There's more.
There's a whole lot more fun stuff.
We got to make this a blood feud. What is Eddie's, other than JBL wanting to massacre his people? What does Eddie have against?
What else does he have?
Against Bradshaw? Well, they're at a live event and they have the footage of this. It's in Eddie's hometown. That was in El Paso, the live event. Eddie's whatever. He's had a match. He's celebrating. It's the end of the show. He's cutting a promo. He invites his mother into the ring.
Oh, of course.
Eddie Guerrero's mother.
Great moment. In your hometown. Get her in the ring. Nothing wrong
flowers.
With that. Love that.
Vicky's
Beautiful.
there. Dom's probably there somewhere.
Yep. All the kids.
And as Eddie and Eddie's mom are in the ring having this just sweet moment, he gives her flowers. They're hugging. In comes JBL. Runs in, gives Eddie the clothesline from hell.
Yep.
And then corners Eddie's mother. And then Eddie's mother has a heart attack.
A fucking heart attack. A heart attack. Puts his hand on her shoulder.
Yep.
And just that one touch. That's all it took.
Oh
my God, your hands are freezing. Your hands are so cold.
Get your white hands off me.
Yeah, get your white hands off me, bitch. It's, you had to add something else to it, right? You had to add another layer to it. Not only does JBL hate Mexicans, but he gives poor elderly mothers heart attacks too. And you know what? That's what sold me. The Mexicans wasn't enough. We needed the heart attack. Now I'm sold. Now I'm in.
Then the following SmackDown.
Oh no. Oh no. Did I miss something?
JBL's it's whatever, this via satellite promo. They're interviewing him. They're like, do you have any remorse, Bradshaw, about what you've done? Do you think he has remorse?
Of course not.
Probably not, right? He doesn't.
Of course not. No.
Not only does he not have remorse, he claims that it was Eddie's fault.
Yep. Of course. I mean, he put his mother in that predicament.
I mean,
he left her there.
When you step in the squared circle, you're prone to these type of things happening.
Anything could happen in a wrestling ring.
And she didn't know that. She took it for granted.
No, she was risking. She was risking her life, putting her life on the line, stepping in that ring. So, JBL makes a good point.
Do you think they could pull something like this off today?
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
No part of that.
0% chance. No, and if they do, I want no part. The furthest we're getting is El Grande Americano. That's the closest thing we're getting.
Ooh.
And then when they started that was a little dicey at first, but it's whatever. It's whatever now. But yeah, I don't think they could run with something like this now. JBL does his thing, like he does his gimmick kind of where he's going to the territories, and he was in AAA over this past
it's full
weekend.
Circle now. Now he's commentating for a Mexican promotion.
Right. I know, 21 years later, but no, I don't think they'd allow that nowadays.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Hey, you never know. They could always surprise us.
They're kind of trending in that direction, but we'll see.
Never put anything past them. That's for sure.
But ridiculous build. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it kind of. I mean, it was.
It works.
They're putting effort into it.
I'd hate the guy if he gave my mother a heart attack. Eddie Guerrero came down to the ring and he didn't take his eyes off him once. He was seeing red the whole time.
I mean, you create a pretty intense feud. Like JBL otherwise was just another no-name tag team. Not no-name, but just kind of lower-level tag team guy. And now he's all of a sudden...
Got to give the people a reason to hate him. A lot.
And boy, howdy did they.
Mm-hmm. In a short time.
And that brings us to the match itself, which, as we mentioned earlier, is the the show is a one match show, and it's this one.
Yeah, big time.
Awesome. I mean, there's a lot to get into, but I mean, this is one of the definitely one of the better JBL matches there is out there.
Yeah, I can't.
Maybe the best.
Can't sit here and tell you I have a wide catalog of JBL matches in my memory, but I'd imagine that was one of the best JBL matches that he had with that character. I mean, he's just a big stiff, just a big fucker. Just a bit. Whoa. We're not talking about me right now. We're talking about JBL. JBL is like when he's a fighter, dude. Like, I mean, when he's in the ring, like any shot that he hits you with, like it's gonna hurt. Like he makes any move believable. Yeah, this guy he's a prick, but his wrestling style is hard hitting, and him and Eddie just like really meshed well. I mean, for his first pay-per-view match, I mean, I can't imagine there's anyone better for him than Eddie.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely a yin and yang, the high flying guy against the big bruiser.
David versus Goliath type of situation in a way. But I will say one thing though, okay? Yes. So I was a bit confused because going into this right now, just bear with me here. My mind works crazy.
I'm bearing.
Going into this, I'm thinking this is the match. Eddie gets busted open, like bleeding profusely, whatever, right?
Yeah.
They're talking about this match. There's no stipulation to it. So in my head, I'm like, no stipulation. I was like, oh, so this isn't the match. I'm like, this must not be the match. They're not emphasizing it's a street fight. It's this or that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, maybe they must have had a trilogy of matches. And like, this is the first one. And then the next one is where it gets extreme. Like, that's literally like what I changed my mind. I went in to the promo thinking, oh, Eddie's going to bleed. It's going to be a crazy match. To, oh, they're in the ring. No stipulation. This is just going to be a clean match.
Just grabs.
And so I had that mentality. And, buddy, as soon as the ref went down, it was like a light bulb just like went on. And I was like, ooh, wait a minute. Yeah. And then JBL went towards the announce table. And now I'm getting now I'm remembering a clip in my head that I've seen before. And I was like, it is the match still. Gotcha. And we mentioned it earlier about the Booker T Undertaker match, how the ref doesn't see it. It never happened. I don't know how the ref, I don't know how a ref can get taken down and then come back to that and not question.
Maybe it was an arm drag that busted him open.
It must have been just a really stiff punch from JBL.
Could have been.
Bro, like I've seen it. I've seen photos. I've seen videos. But seeing it actually like play out, it's I don't know how much you have to bleed to like pass out or like actually like, to the point where it's like we're in a bad territory. He had to have been close. He lost a lot of fucking blood.
I'm pretty sure he had to go to the hospital, get like a blood transfusion or something after this.
Sure. Yeah, I believe that. I would have believed you if you told me he passed out as soon as he went backstage, because I couldn't believe that he was able to stay awake and like able to function.
Because that was like not even halfway through the match, I feel like.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was so Eddie, the match ends, whatever. They kept going for like another 5 minutes.
Sure, yeah.
I'm just like, if I'm Eddie, I'm like, we need to get this shit wrapped up. I need to get back there. Like, obviously adrenaline, he's not really thinking anything, but in my head, I'm like, they're dragging this out as long as they can. Like, this guy is going to pass out. I couldn't believe how bad it was watching it in that time.
Yeah, the visual, it's like you said, it's a clip that kind of surfaces all the time. But I mean, just watching it, like watching the whole match, because the initial chair shot, first of all, is just sickening.
It's so sickening. Oh my God.
Even without the blood, is
makes
like
you
yikes.
cringe. Makes you cringe so much. So much.
Just like a steel steps shot after that.
Yeah, he gets hit with more shit after. I'm like, this guy is just getting beaten down.
There's like 3 refs that come into play. They all get knocked out. There's a lot of shenanigans here.
And then it's just like, you show the mat to someone afterwards, right? And you tell someone, tell me what type of match you think happened here. No one's going to say a singles no stipulation match. Like how does a singles match turn into what we saw? That had to have been the most blood ever ever drawn in a singles match, like no stipulation.
Yeah, with
I
a no
can't
stipulation,
imagine.
yeah, for sure. I
I
would say
can't
it's up there.
imagine. There's no match I can think of at the top of my head that had more blood in it that wasn't a hardcore match or something.
Yeah, because I was thinking is it the following Judgment Day where it's John Cena versus JBL?
And JBL,
But that was a last man
that was like
standing match. I think. I quit. Sorry,
I quit match. But yeah, there's a stipulation. Okay, and he is just doing this for the love of the game, and like, man, he cut himself deep, like dangerously deep. I was genuinely worried. I was like, I figured like, okay, he's gonna, be okay. He's gonna survive or whatever. But if I was watching that live, I would have been genuinely concerned for him, for real.
Dude, the mat is just soaked in blood.
It's disgusting. It's just JBL had blood all over him, and none of it was his.
There's one point where JBL has just like a chin lock locked in on Eddie, and he's the way he's squeezing his head. It's making the blood come out even more.
The puddles of blood that there were, like Eddie was like lying face down, and his face wiped up against the mat, and it was just so prominent, and it was just so it was so real. It was like, well, you can tell this isn't fake. Like, that is real fucking blood. There's no denying that.
But I would say the blood, in terms of, it matches the feud. Like, this is a match where blood.
Yeah,
this is a feud 100%. Where blood should come into play for sure.
I just don't understand how this wasn't a street fight to begin with.
Yeah,
he gave your mother a heart attack. The first thing I'm asking for is getting this guy in a ring unsanctioned.
Well, they got a bull rope match at the next pay-per-view.
They did have. How many matches did they have in total?
I believe it's just 2, unless they had a SmackDown match.
Okay, so the next one was the one that JBL won.
Correct, which I got to see live. I got to see JBL become champion after.
The same pay-per-view. Yeah.
Charlie Awesome.
Lucky you. Lucky you.
Paul Bearer died for the second
what a stretch for WWE. Back to back. Judgment Day, Great American Bash. They were on a heater. They were on a heater back then.
They were on something. You're not wrong.
Yeah, there's something.
But yeah, that's a lot of the match here. There's a great drama towards the end. There's, a tons of it's almost too much to even note down. This guy he goes for a clothesline from hell, but Eddie moves out of the way, and then little Nate gets knocked out.
Yep.
JBL hits a power bomb onto Eddie, but then the original ref that got knocked out is back alive.
He's back. Yep.
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of,
not a single ref is questioning why there's blood everywhere. Just oh my God. So funny. But yeah, God bless him, Eddie Guerrero. That was performance of a lifetime. Whether it was dangerous or whatever, it was crazy.
Yeah. I'm not breaking any ground saying this, but Eddie Guerrero was so fucking good, dude.
Yeah, I know.
To make JBL a star in the circumstances that we're in, make Bradshaw of the APA a main event star in the way that he did, and to have a great match like this is just...
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero is unfortunately one of those wrestlers that was someone that was before when I started watching, so I obviously didn't get to watch him, as I became a fan and everything. Now it's just looking back on matches, which I'm glad I got to watch this one because, like you said, made JBL look like a star. And also just, I've seen the images, I've seen the videos, I've seen just so much of this match, but I never watched it in full. And now that I have, again, can't believe that he didn't fucking die or nothing.
Right.
That was nuts.
Yeah, and the finish here comes when JBL goes to hit Eddie with the belt, but Eddie counters with a low blow, and then Eddie takes the belt from JBL and smashes him in the head right in front of the ref. Disqualification.
I will say, I did not like how the match ended that way.
Yeah, I'm not huge on DQ finishes either.
It's the main event. It's the DQ. And I get Eddie Guerrero beat him down after avenging his mother. But I would have liked to see, Eddie scrape out a win. Even if it's a roll up or something like that.
Right.
Just a gutsy come from behind win, or just having a comeback where he does hit him with the frog splash at the end and pins him 1, 2, 3. Because he low blows him and the ref didn't see him. So I'm like, oh, he got away with it. And then the ref does look and he hits him with the belt. So I'm just like, you threw away. You had the low blow there. That was a gift from God, and you just threw that away with the title shot. But like, I get it. Like, he's angry. He's trying to go after JBL for what he did, but I feel like he didn't have to go through all that just to be like, okay, now I'm going to get myself disqualified. I feel like he would have disqualified himself earlier, if that makes sense. If he was like a loose cannon in that sense. But I'm not trying to be nitpicky or be like, oh, I hate it. Like, this match sucked because of that. But I was a tad bit disappointed when it ended a disqualification, I will admit.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much with you. I see where they are coming from. If the plan is to give JBL the belt at the next
long
pay-per-view.
term, right? Makes sense.
But like you said, they could have had him just like scrape out a victory because there's all shenanigans afoot all throughout this match. You could have just had him slip on a banana peel and have him roll him up.
I mean, it's okay for JBL to lose his first pay-per-view match against Eddie Guerrero. I think that's okay.
I think that's fair.
It's acceptable. There's worse people to lose to.
But yeah, DQ. Yeah, it's kind of a weird. Well, it doesn't end the pay-per-view, I guess, because they, like you mentioned, they kept going.
Eddie kept bleeding everywhere, up and down the aisle, everywhere.
Yeah, I was watching this. I was like, all right, it's got to be over now, right? But he just kept going.
No, and then he came back down to the ring, held up the belt, was celebrating. Oh yeah, no, he didn't want to go to the back. He wanted to bleed out in that ring. You would have thought. He
busts open JBL with some chair shots to the head, some more brutal shots.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those were makes you wince a little bit. Makes you want to look away.
Yeah. Frog splash, and that's what the crowd wanted.
He did hit the frog splash. Yeah, ultimately. But he just got it after he lost like a pint of blood and lost from disqualification. He did lose at the end of the day, too. JBL technically has 2 wins over him.
Hey, that's something. That's something.
As fucked up as that is.
Not a lot of people could say that.
It's true.
The crowd, like, listening to the crowd, I mean, they were with it. Like, they seemed satisfied at the end. Like, they were with the beatdown and the frog splash and the chair shots after.
I think Eddie deserves a lot of credit for that because they just love him so much. I think if that was most other people, I don't know if you get the same reception, but since it's Eddie, they were like, all right, he's still a champion. He's covered in blood. He has the belt. Let's go crazy. And they sent him home happy. He took out JBL. So
yeah. If it was like Mordecai or something, they may not have reacted as strongly.
It all comes back to Mordecai. Could you imagine Mordecai bleeding with that white?
Dude.
The hair, the red and the eyebrows. Could you imagine bloody eyebrows?
Man, that guy's just built to bleed.
Blood on his hard nipples going through the mesh shirt.
Does that make it harder? A visual. If he bleeds on them?
Does the blood make the nipples harder? Let us know.
Let us know. Title of your biography.
Does blood make my nipples harder? Find out halfway through the book.
Well, I'm sold on that.
You have to read to find out.
Back, yeah.
It's at a random part of the book. You have to read to find out.
Damn, that's how they get you. That's always how they get you. But that brings Judgment Day 04 to a close, man.
I wanted it to keep going. I thought the show was just starting.
Talk about it again. Rey Mysterio versus RVD or an RVD versus.
So what do you think of Rey VD?
Yeah, great idea for a tag team name. Throw a grade 0 to 100. What do you throw at this one?
I'm all right. The range I'm in right now is between 25 and 40. That's the range I'm in. I'm thinking like a 36.
Okay.
36 out of 100. I don't know what the exact 36%. That's a fail. That's not a passing grade.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's for damn short. No, it's not a good score to have. But at the same time, there have been worse pay-per-views, believe it or not. Because the main event was obviously the highlight. I do think the opener was fine. And then,
we do have Mordecai though, so that's at least 10 extra points.
Mordecai, the tag team match. Yeah, it really was an opener closer. type
See
thing.
Don
And
Marie's Heine.
they saw Don Marie's full moon. So I mean, the crowd got a good few snaps on their cameras there. But yeah, I don't think I can go any higher than the 36. 36 out of 100 for me. What about you?
Luther Reigns was there.
You're like, really, just a 36? You're like trying to plug in reasons why it should be higher.
The calculations don't add up in my head.
Ass Man, Hardcore Holly, Blondes, Jacqueline, Chavo Classic.
God, yeah.
Lingerie.
Just all hits, no misses. The show was
all gas, no brakes.
Something like that. Yeah. 30. Yeah, I think 36 is honestly pretty fair. Yeah. I mean, it's a great main event. And I think we talked about this before. Like, something about SmackDown is just like, I'll watch it. Even if it's bad, it's like, it's fun. SmackDown.
That was my show as a kid. That was my show. I couldn't stay up to watch Raw on a school night. So SmackDown from 8 to 10 growing up was it. Or 9 to 11, whatever the time was. But all I knew was Saturday was the next day and I could stay up and watch it. And I just got the Raw recap on the Spanish channel at like 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Hell yeah. Well,
that was how I recapped.
Well, I'll tell you what's not a 36 out of 100. What is a 100 out of 100? Is you, my friend. Appreciate you hopping on the show.
Yes, that's what I was shooting for. A clean, perfect score. I appreciate it.
Shoot for the moon. You miss and hit the stars. Whatever.
I'm gonna try to break the scale next time.
My goodness,
just like Omega and Okada, I'm gonna break the rating scale.
There you go. Well, if you want to hear about that match, reviews and whatnot, you got it covered, man. Where can everybody find you, listen to you, taste you, and see your hard nipples?
Oh, well, you guys can taste me wherever you want to taste me. No,
that's consent.
I thought you were plugging in. You would be like, if you want to watch that match, I was like, oh, you got a video coming out of Omega Okada. That's a great plug.
We're watching it right now. Get ready.
And we started right now. But no, I appreciate you having me on. I had a great time. If you guys want to check me out anywhere, I'm on YouTube, DanteOnDeck, Twitter, X, DanteOnDeck. I'm on Patreon too. Look up Dante Toro, DanteOnDeck. You'll find me. I cover all types of wrestling, New Japan, AEW, WWE, do quizzes, opinionated videos, all sorts of fun stuff. And every now and then I watch Judgment Day pay-per-views and do reviews with Kyle here. So thank you, Kyle, for having me on. I'm happy that we finally got to do this. The people don't know, we tried doing this last week. My dumbass thought that we were going to be watching it together, not reviewing it. So I came into this, had no knowledge of Judgment Day. So that was a really funny bit. But I
think you should have just like tried to pretend that you watched it. And
can I tell you something, Kyle? I went pretty far. I got like 10, 15 minutes in. I was doing pretty good for a while. And then I got to a point where you were just like, we were talking about the tag team match. You're like, okay, and the match is over. Like, what'd you think? And I was like, I didn't see a match. I was like, well, first of all, that's the fastest tag team match I think I've ever heard. And second of all, I didn't see a damn thing of it. But no, this was a blast. Thanks for having me on, man. I would love to do this again one day.
Yeah, man, for sure. All this great old Japanese wrestling and Ring of Honor wrestling you're watching, I'm happy to bring you down to earth and make you watch Mordecai and Charlie Haas.
Thank you. I need to be humbled.
You're welcome. Once again, thank you to Dante for joining the show today. It was a hoot having Dante on the podcast here. Follow Dante at DanteOnDeck. All of his socials and his YouTube will be in the description below. Great content. I highly suggest checking it out if you have not already. Follow me at Apron Bump on all the social medias, all the YouTubes, and give it a like, a rate, review, a poke on the nipple, a lick in the belly button, a spit in my mouth. Do all of those things. Do those to Dante as well. Don't even ask. No, you should probably ask. I think that's all I got for you guys today. I think Daddy is done here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Was a pleasure having you in. Now get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? Not you. You stay. Steve. There's one guy, Steve, out there like, what the fuck? Anyways, see ya. Goodbye. Mwah. I'm hard.
Yeah. It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Strip you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock it. Let's get it started. It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Sweep you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock